Hello everyone, George here, and today it's time again for another F1 Clash video, and it's only gonna be the Italian Grand Prix finally. For this one, I'm using Vettel at level 4 with the 10% buff on all of his stats, and Pierre Gasly at level 5, who is currently my number 1 driver. I do have Sergio Perez at level 4. He's definitely better than Vettel, but the 10% are the only reason I'm using Vettel at this Grand Prix event. As for the setup for this weekend, I'm using the Apex instead of the Claw because I do get more performance with less team score. It is true that I do get less power, but arrow and grip personally are much more important around some tracks than power. I did play my first 6 races currently with 160 points in P6 at the moment, which is gonna be a great result for us. Personally, I believe we are gonna cross the 200 points step this round and this week, and hopefully next up we do have Silverstone. We have a small chance of having a wet race, but hopefully it is gonna be a dry race. So it is a dry qualifying session. I always prefer to get a qualifying session that is wet, and then from there move on to a dry race. So it is gonna be P18 and P23 going for medium tires, basically going for the same strategy with both of my drivers. 4-3, conserve the first 3 laps and boost the entire fourth, and from there we can boost to finish on a new set of medium tires with service, of course. So around Silverstone, all you need is a good start. If you get a decent start, basically everything will be easy from there. And looks like both of my drivers are picking up some positions. Gasly is currently up in P16, so he is gonna be in P16 still. Vettel is in P22. We're gonna gain another position here because of the team order bug. We are facing an AI, and the thing is, the first 6 races I literally faced 6 real players, and I got lucky because all those players I faced had a team score that is at least 50 to 60 points less than my own team score. With the same setup, with the same driver, but against 2 different rivals, you can have 2 completely different qualifying sessions. If you are facing someone who is weaker than you when it comes to team score or car performance or driver's levels, you are gonna get, for example, let's say Silverstone. If I'm facing someone weaker than me, I'm gonna get like P17 and P19 qualifying session. But if I'm facing someone who's stronger than me with this same setup and like basically the same loadout, you're gonna get a qualifying session of P21 and P22, which is not fair because basically the qualifying should be consistent. The results should be consistent, while if you're facing someone stronger than you, he should be getting P14, P15, whatever. But it's just how the way things go. I'm pretty happy, by the way, this weekend I've been scoring massive points. Of course, Canada is the only track where I am still struggling a little bit. No matter what strategy I use, nothing seems to work perfectly unless it is a wet race. And unfortunately, this week, Canada is going to be a dry race with a 16% or 12% chance of having a wet race. So basically it is a 1 to 1,000, let's say, to get that wet race in the final round tomorrow. Gasly is currently up in P10, Vettel is in P14. I do have a decent amount of distance between both of my drivers, which is why I decided to go for 4-3. We might lose like a quarter or a half of a second inside the pit lane, as sometimes you get stuck around Silverstone. So we did actually lose a second or a little bit more, which is gonna make the job harder for Vettel, as my rival, as you can see, he's already out in front. And hopefully Vettel can pick up some positions, but the Rooster is only good for tire management, and one grip and defending are going to help your driver overtake. So around this track you do need a boost that might give you some extra overtaking, extra fuel, extra tire management, and like the only thing that will definitely help you is going for the undercut. So basically I always use this opening round to like test some strategies, and from there I decide what strategy I'm gonna be using for the final round. So if the qualifying session around Silverstone is gonna be the same tomorrow, then I might go for 4-3 with the driver in front and try to go for the undercut with the driver in the back, going for 3-4, or I might go for a two-stop strategy, but I don't think I'm gonna do that, because at this level and starting from the back of the grid, two stops are just not the best option you can go for. As you can see, Vettel is still stuck behind both of my rivals' cars. He's up to P20. We managed to take advantage of the team order bug here. We managed to overtake one of those cars. We managed to overtake Max. We still have Lewis in front. Hopefully we can overtake him. Gasly should be picking up at least one position. He's up in Alright, so he is up in P10. Ricardo is gonna keep that position. 15 points for Daniel. Come on, Sebastian. Alright, so Vettel is gonna be up in P17. That is going to be around 8 points. It is 8 points, so that's 23 points. We'll definitely take that. For race 8, it is going to be around Monza. This is going to be a 0% chance of having a wet race. I'm pretty happy with Pierre Gasly, to be honest. His qualifying sessions have been consistent, especially after reaching level 5. He's always qualifying outside the bottom 4, which is always good for me. I'm gonna go for a one-stop strategy as well, with both of my drivers medium tires, using the Toros and the Rooster. I'm actually thinking of going for 5 laps with Gasly. I'm just gonna be constantly checking the track map to see if cars on mediums are going for 3 or 4 laps, and this is gonna help me massively to make decisions about the strategies tomorrow. So if the AI cars in the midfield go for 3 laps on medium tires, then I'm definitely gonna be using different boosts. I might use Dead Fast, I might use Hex or Street Shark. We can use Lumberjack as well to pick up a lot of positions on the straight, and definitely pick up those cars who are inside the pit lane. Always go for a one-stop strategy when you're playing champion steer and you are qualifying midfield or in the back of the grid. Of course, if you're qualifying top 5, you can go for a two-stop strategy. If you can use some boosts that give you speed or discount on your pit time stop, then that would be amazing. So this is where I'm gonna be checking those AI cars on softs and mediums, and if those midfield cars are just going to pit, then I'm gonna be going for 4 laps, which allows me to boost for a lap and a half during each stint. And this is why I'm gonna be changing my strategy tomorrow, in case mediums only last for 3 laps, which is going to be amazing, especially if you use Dead Fast or Hex. These are the 2 main boosts for speed in the game at the moment. One thing as well, I know that I'm not uploading as much as I used to be, but my day job is just taking most of my time, and things have been pretty much the same lately, like qualifying round, opening round, final round. I do have a lot of videos that I am recording actually. There is the boosts video that a lot of you guys asked me about it. There is some videos about series 10, 11, or 12. I'm not I forgot if I made series 10, honestly, but yeah, there is some videos that I'm currently working on that are let's say it's kind of funny videos. There's some tips and tricks videos. And yeah, by the way, AI cars did indeed go to pit at the end of lap 3 on softs and mediums. So this is going to allow us to pick up a lot of positions, which is why I'm going to start boosting halfway through lap 6, which is going to allow us to pick up a lot of cars that are going to be pitting at the end of lap 6. Some cars are going to be pitting at the end of lap 7, especially if they went for softs or mediums for 3 laps, and after that they go for hard tires for 4 laps. So that means they are definitely going to be pitting at the start of the final lap, which is going to allow us to pick up a lot of positions. Hopefully this weekend as well, we can get a better placement than last week, and hopefully we can keep hitting amazing rewards. Last week I got Gasly, which is honestly amazing. I did indeed start playing the Grand Prix event on my mini account. Currently I am with a perfect score in the opening round. We didn't lose any single point, so hopefully we can at least hit a top 10 finish in Challenger on that account. I do know that I'm not grinding at all yet, but I am grinding more than previous weeks on this account, as I'm trying to unlock Series 12 as soon as possible. But at the same time, I'm gonna keep paying attention at the amount of flags that I do get. So while I am gonna be gaining flags in Series 11 and 12, I'm gonna be dropping flags from lower series just to maintain my current position and to maintain my current spot in grouping in Grand Prix events. We are now starting our final lap. Gasly is up in P7, Vettel is up in P13. This is massive progress, by the way, from starting from P18 and P22. We are up in P7, so this is 11 spots gained with Gasly, and this is 9 spots gained with Sebastian Vettel, which is honestly massive progress, which shows that the strategies I'm using, the decisions I'm making are working perfectly. And this is going to be 30 points. It is 30 points. So I believe this puts us 1 point off P2 in this opening rounds group. So after finishing all of our races, we are currently in P3, 213 points, new personal best. I'm gonna say it is deserved. And yeah, basically I am like challenging some massive players from top clubs, even though I don't even have the levels and the team score some players have. So this is gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for the finals video, as this is a 100% qualified for us for tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, take care, and peace.